today we sponsored by Raise Energy. Today our sponsor is Raise Energy.
Brought into Trinidad by Level Up Supplements.
Brought into Trinidad. Why? Today's sponsor is Level. Wait. So that means that these sponsors actually Level Up, not Raise, because Raise didn't sponsor them.
It's like both. So if you want
Okay,
Raise,
so here the only contract.
yeah. So if you want Raise, you can go directly to Level Up.
Also, Level Up is a supplement store.
Yes, Level Up is a supplement store.
And where Level Up is?
They're in Freeport.
So yeah, they drive us out.
You order Uber to the amount, we'll deliver
I think this will actually taste good with
Look,
some
let
minutes.
me do it because you stuttering and things.
No, but I feel like you just want the drink though.
No. Raise Energy sponsoring our episode. You can find it in Extra Foods, Marcy, Pharmacy. Sorry, later.
Okay, guys, welcome to another episode of Young and Gifted. Today, here with Gerritt Dyson. He's a strength recovery and wellness coach here in London, Ontario. I will say that he's known for having creative workouts. We have Gerritt Dyson.
How's it going, man?
No, you tell me, how's it going?
It's going good.
Yeah, you look like you just come from the gym.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you look pumped. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Yeah, had a nice little pull workout this morning. Did some back. Yeah, feeling it a little bit. I'm doing a 6-week cut right now. I'm
Really?
2 weeks into it, so I got no carbs, no fats, just real high protein. Lots of broccoli.
Yeah. So no rice, right? Rice.
No rice.
So what do your if you was to tell me breakfast, lunch, and dinner for you and a snack.
So I'm trying to eat like 6 times a day right now. Like this one is not the way to go for weight loss. It's more of a more of like a 90s style bodybuilding style cut. It's
Yeah.
kind of extreme. So right now it's dry tuna, no mayo, no nothing with it. Broccoli, dry turkey breast, and that's it.
What mean dry turkey breast? Like you're not putting salt or pepper or anything?
A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, very slight pepper and salt. And I can use like a pepper sauce, just like a pure pepper sauce, or mustard for like a
Flavor.
condiment. Yeah.
Okay, so explain something to me, because this is one of the hardest things that I find when it comes to eating healthy and with meal prep and that kind of stuff, is that I find it hard to eat food that isn't flavored properly.
Mm-hmm.
So are there cons to seasoning your food? I know there are, but like for somebody like me who grew up on cultured food, it's hard for me to be like, oh, let me eat dry tuna. I need to put like pimentos, shallot bunny, garlic, onion. By the time I'm done with the tuna, it looks like a full meal. You know, it's
I think it's hard for anybody to eat dry tuna.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not, like I said, it's not what I'm doing right now. Is not what I would recommend for anybody just trying to lose weight or anything.
Yeah.
This is just like I got a short period of time. I want to get some pictures done. I'm gonna be going on vacation right after I get my pictures done. So
Like nudes?
No.
You're gonna start off
No.
with OnlyFans?
No. If I was all about the money, then yeah, I would, because I'd make a lot of money. But no, this is just gonna be some promo pictures, and yeah. So like I said, definitely what I'm doing right now, that's not what I would suggest to anybody for like a weight loss program or anything. Dry tuna and broccoli are great things to put into your diets, for sure, for eating healthy. Like tuna is great, turkey breast is great, but those are just like those are the driest meats that you can possibly buy, right? And that's what I'm going for, is like no fats at all, right? But for what you were saying, a lot of it comes down to like, a lot of it comes down to you want to like 90% of the time you want to eat to for function of your body. You want to eat the foods that are going to work good for you, that are going to make you healthy, give you energy, make you feel good. And get away from the side of flavoring things, having things that taste good to get that dopamine fix, right? Because a lot of people eat for like a dopamine fix, right? A lot of people eat to feel good, not to feel good from what the food is doing for them, to feel good from like how the food tastes or like what they associate food with, right? So seasoning food is fine, like the stuff that you would use, like being from Trinidad, like your green seasoning.
Yeah. Most of it is fresh. That's the good thing. But
yeah, the freshness is a big deal too. But like the things that you're putting in that green seasoning or the curry or the peppers you're using, or any of that stuff, like that's all healthy stuff. It's all good. There's browning your sugar before you cook something in it. Yeah, you could probably stay away from that.
You know,
But
we call it stew chicken, but it's actually caramel chicken, bro.
it's just sugar chicken.
It's legit caramel chicken, you know. The one thing we laugh at white people the most for is what kills us the most, and that's seasoning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's why heart problem and blood pressure, well, let's see, which is heart problem. It's so the percentage so high in our communities is because of those foods, right? Like we eat a lot of salts and a lot of
Salt's a
sugar.
big one. Yeah. And like what this diet that I'm doing right now, like I'm not using any oil to cook anything. Like when I cook my broccoli, I'm not putting anything on it at all. I'm just
Never coconut oil.
Just cooking it dry. Same thing like with the tuna or the turkey, just cooking it dry. Even though I know, like, I think that's a big thing. Like what I was saying, like of like associating the food with things, is that like our brains want to tell us that like this way tastes better. Like 6 sugars in your coffee tastes better than having 1 sugar in your coffee, or putting the oil on this broccoli tastes better than not putting the oil on the broccoli. And even know that I've been doing this for a long time. Like I've been experimenting with this stuff forever. And I know that putting that oil on that broccoli isn't going to make it taste any different. But my brain still wants me to have that fat. My brain still wants that fat, right? So I have to, even though I know it's not going to make any difference, even though I know what I'm doing, I'm in the mix of things right now. Like I've been doing it for 2.5 weeks now. My brain is still like, just put a little oil on the broccoli. It's going to make it taste better. Let's put some mayonnaise in this tuna. It's going to be way better.
One time won't hurt.
Yeah.
One time won't hurt.
And it's right now, like for this specific diet, like I said, not something I would recommend to people for weight loss, but I have an end goal right now, right? My biggest thing, no carbs, no fats. I go to the gym. I love getting a pump in the gym. I love feeling my muscles filled with blood. I love getting pumped up. I don't get that whatsoever right now. And that's the worst part for me doing this diet. So I have to have that end goal in mind all the time. I have to have it written down. I have it written down on my bathroom mirror. I have it written down on my wallet. I have it written down on the visor of my car. I have it written down on my phone. I have to be able to look at it all the time, because I'll forget it. I'll get feeling so bad about like what I'm not feeling in the gym, that pump, or I'll want that fat. I'll want that oil on my broccoli so bad that my brain will be like, oh, you don't have any goals right now. You're fine. Let's just eat this. It's okay, right? Look how shitty you're feeling in the gym right now. Like, why are you doing this to yourself? And I'll totally forget what I'm even doing it for, and I'll think, oh, I'm just gonna go do this now. I'm gonna go have some carbohydrates, and my workout's gonna be better, right? So
when you fast, you do it more for your mind than
for fasting. Oh yeah. It's really just it's to create that strength against that very thing I'm talking about there. That like that part of your brain that's telling you like, it's okay, just put the mayonnaise in the tuna. It's okay, just have the slice of pizza. You're gonna feel way better, right? Like it's okay to do this. Like it's okay. You don't have to work so hard towards your goals. It's okay. Like it's like that comfort side of your brain that's telling you like everything's okay. Everything's
Yeah.
okay, right? For me, that's I call fasting like that's my reset button. If I feel like I'm way too far on that side of things where I'm just like sitting in comfort, everything's okay all the time, like my brain's telling me everything's okay, you can do this, nothing's bad's going to happen. Or if I just feel like I'm not progressing or like working towards what I should be, or if I can't even figure out what I'm supposed to be working towards, doing a fast is like I said, my reset button. It comes down to that mental aspect once again. Like um, everybody wants it to happen just like that. Like everybody was like, "Oh, I want to get shredded. I want to have abs like tomorrow." It's just like, well,
Jump on some Ozempic.
it's like, yeah, that's a whole nother issue in this world. But um, yeah, like it's just like, oh, and a big thing that I see a lot is like with clients, friends, family. It's just like, oh, I tried that, it didn't work. I tried going to the gym, it didn't work for me. I tried dieting, it didn't work. It's just like, so how long did you try it for? Oh, like 3 days, 5 days, 7 days. Like, yeah, but you've been eating cheeseburgers for the last like 20 years. So like those 20 years of cheeseburgers is gonna take a little more than like 5 days to reverse the effects of those cheeseburgers and those
Yeah.
milkshakes you were drinking, right? So like I think the mental thing is the biggest thing, is like getting your head around this isn't going to happen in 7 days. This isn't going to happen in 10 days. It's not going to happen in a month. It's not going to happen in 2 months. What you're looking for is a complete lifestyle change. You're looking for building these healthy habits, building these disciplines that are going to last you a lifetime, and looking at it in the big picture of things, not, oh, I need to lose this weight for this trip, or like even what I'm doing right now, like I need to lose this weight, I need to get shredded for these pictures. That's something that you can look at doing, but in terms of like health and longevity, getting healthy, being fit, it's it's a long-term thing. It's not happening tomorrow. It's not happening just like that. It's not a flipping the switch, right? And it's really, yeah, it's really getting your mind wrapped around that, and then practicing it, practice getting knowledgeable on things, learning as much as you can about how to be healthy, learning as much as you can about what are the right foods to eat, learning as much as you can about what to do in the gym. We were talking about it before, that 80-20 rule. Like people want to go in and just do all this cardio to burn all this fat, when really like people, that's a one thing too, is people think they want to be skinny. Nobody actually wants to be skinny. People want to be fit. People want to be healthy, right? So going and doing all this cardio all the time, being in a calorie deficit, that's going to make you skinny. And once you end up being extremely skinny, you're going to look at yourself, feel yourself, and be like, this isn't what I wanted at all. Like, I'm still unhealthy. And I probably look even worse because I got a bunch of loose skin now
Yeah.
and no muscle.
Because that's why it's important for people to to mix cardio with strength training, right? Like
Mhm.
strength training is still important, and a lot of people don't realize this, because I know like they go to the gym and they do cardio to lose weight, but even without strength training, if you stop doing cardio, you put back on the fat so much quicker, right?
Mhm.
Because you don't have no muscle to help burn them calories, you know.
Mhm.
So that's the next up. That's the next hidden factor with the whole weight loss journey, you know. And it's something that I realized too. And when I was trying to lose my weight, and don't get me wrong, I was never fat, you know. I just always had a bigger stomach. I feel like I just was never happy with myself. I wasn't fat, but I wasn't fit. So go back to what you're saying. And most of these stuff with me, it came from my diet because I used to drink a lot, and I used to party a lot, drink a lot, eat bad foods. And for me, it wasn't even bad foods. I didn't eat a lot of like fast food. I'm not really a fast food type of guy. I love cooked foods. So even my fast food is still cooked food. I go and buy jerk chicken and these kind of things, right? And so for me at first, it was hard to keep weight off because of my diet, right? So now I understand that 80%, is it 80% of your health comes starts in the kitchen or something like that? Was he saying?
Yeah, yeah.
You know? So for people who don't have it that easy, because like Canadians love like food, like grocery food. You know, like we laugh all the time, Christy and I, because for garbage night, we're the only people with a bunch of garbage. But for recycling day, we're the only person with no recycling. Everyone has, because they buy all these boxes of grocery food that they could just put in the microwave, and those things are heavily processed and they're very unhealthy.
Yeah.
So for somebody who want to maneuver from that to eating healthy, right? What's some options that they could have, that they could take?
Yeah, you want to, it goes for the food and exercise. You keep it simple. There's no magic pills, there's no magic tricks. It's eat whole foods. So stick to your least processed foods as possible. You want to get your meat in there, you want to get your veggies in there, you want to get your carbohydrates in there. Stay away from those, we were talking about it before, stay away from those breads, stay away from the milk, stay away from the cheese.
Why?
Just
Why we should stay from like milk and stuff as much as possible? Because I'm allergic to dairy, right? I'm allergic to dairy, so I don't eat none of these stuff, and I don't really like bread, so I don't eat much bread. Even when I go to Harvey's and I buy a burger, I tell them to put the veg on inside the burger, and I eat the two patties as the bread, you know. So, but why is dairy bad for you when since we were kids, they taught us that your kids need to drink milk in order to have healthy bones.
yeah. Well, like you, pretty much everybody has an allergy to milk or lactose. Like the only reason people don't realize that they don't have that they think that they don't have that allergy is because they've never gone long enough without having milk to know what it feels like without having it. Same thing with gluten, like the gluten that's in the breads, especially the breads that are made here in Canada, North America, and the United States. Yeah, people, I have a gluten intolerance, I have a lactose intolerance. I would say, I don't know what the exact statistics of it are, but I would say like 90% of people have those allergies. And the very reason why people think that they don't is because they've never gone
Too
like
long
a long time without having it to know what it actually feels like to be on the other side of it, right? Like if I do have a piece of bread, I know instantly. Like as soon as it's like 2 bites into that bread, I feel I start feeling like garbage. I feel bloated. I feel like I'm gonna be wanting to go to bed in the next 5 minutes. Same thing. It's not the same feeling with dairy, but with dairy, if I do have dairy, which I very rarely do, like even more rarely than I do have bread, um, yeah, it's within like 5 minutes of having it. Like my brain knows instantly, like, what are we doing right now? Why are we eating this? This is not good for us, right? But that's only because I've gone a long time without having it, and my body knows how good it feels without it, right? Yeah, and those are. I used to spend like close to $250, $300 a month on whey protein, which is a milk-based protein, right? And I was like, yeah, I need to get my protein in. This is what's making me healthy. This is what's getting me jacked in the gym. I spend $0 a month now on whey protein, and I'm more jacked than I was when I was spending that $300 a month on whey protein. I don't drink any protein supplement at all anymore, and I'm
Just eating properly.
way stronger, my body's functioning way better, right? Whey protein, not the way to go.
I was actually been doing one of the meals that you were telling me to do, which is the rice and ground beef.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and even when I do that, like I still flavor it. Like I still put like most of the seasoning I use is fresh.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I will use like fresh cilantro, fresh garlic, fresh onion, um, sweet peppers or bell peppers, whichever one you guys want to call it. Pimento, you know, I would flavor it like that.
Mm-hmm.
But even when I eat that with the rice, I could feel my body feeling way more clean. You know, like last week I gave it to Savi, to one of my friends, and when he tried it, he's like, "Oh, your body feels so much more clean just from eating it one time. You could feel the energy going through your body and that kind of stuff." So I can imagine what eating healthy 24/7 and cutting out alcohol would really do. You know, I did cut out alcohol like 2 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
for a couple months, but I don't know. I worked so hard, bro. I feel like when I'm editing, my mind is just like, you could take one drink and just sit down and edit.
Yeah.
Which is contradicting what you said. I give in to my mind sometimes.
That's what it is, man. I definitely have experience with over consuming lots and lots of alcohol throughout years of my life. Alcohol is it's your brain. You're going for that dopamine fix. It's quick, right? It's that quick fix, right? But if you look at the big picture of things, your body is not liking that. You're poisoning yourself, right? I'm not saying like don't ever drink or don't ever have a drink, don't ever have fun, right? Because you want to have fun. You're editing the video. Maybe that kind of helps you get in that creative zone a little bit more rather than sitting down and having a 10-minute meditation practice every day. That would probably do the same, if not a better result for you. But and continue drinking, but add that meditation practice in, because that'll just up your game, right? Everybody wants that quick fix. Same thing with the dieting, the going to the gym. It's like, it's not happening overnight. Taking a drink right now is gonna quickly get you in that zone for editing. Makes you think that you are too, because you associate doing things like that with drinking, right? Mm-hmm. In reality, if you actually looked at it and dove deep into it, it's probably really not doing the best thing for you. It's just like relaxing your brain, because your brain is now relaxed, thinking like, we know this situation, right? And then another thing to think about alcohol too is, it's like same thing as the dieting with eating clean, eating healthy. Most people don't want to do that because it doesn't have the sugar in it. It doesn't have all the fats in it. It doesn't have all these processed things in it that our brain really likes to get that dopamine fix, right? Going to the gym, going there, it's boring going on that treadmill. It's not really all that great. It's not that great of a time, right? It's not quickly like giving you that dopamine fix that you want. Lifting weights or going on these machines, exercising, right? Staying consistent with this stuff doesn't really seem like that great of a time. When you took your first shot of rum ever, did you love it?
Me personally, or
you? Yeah.
Me personally? Okay, I'll be honest with you. I didn't like the taste, but for me, drinking was like a culture thing.
Mm-hmm.
you know. So it just made you feel like it was you could finally be part of the culture because you was a kid, probably like first time you take a shot, probably was like 9, 10, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh yeah, I'm one.
Hmm.
But like, did it taste good? No,
Hmm.
no, it didn't taste good.
But you knew you had the culture thing behind it. You knew that there was like a part of it that was good though, right? Like when you took that first, like for me, when I took my first shot of alcohol, I thought I was drinking like rubbing alcohol.
Yeah, it
Like
was bad.
it was bad. It was horrible. Did it stop me from taking another one? No, I definitely took another one
Yeah,
because I knew that all the cool kids, they were doing it too. Or
exactly.
all
If
right.
you want to be a certain way, eventually get used to it, right? You'll be like,
Yeah.
probably it's just
Yeah.
my first time. Let me try it again.
And for you saying like the culture part of it, right? It's just like everybody everybody's looking at what they think like is fit and healthy, or looking at these influencers, looking at people at the gym and stuff. And at the same time, they're like, oh, this diet sucks. This working out sucks. This sucks. It's just like, yeah, but after a little while, it gets fun and it gets enjoyable and it gets freaking awesome. You can start getting the results that you want. You start drinking that rum, it's relaxing you, or you're getting in that party vibe, or everybody's having a good time. And that initial burn,
It's different.
it was different, right?
Yeah.
That's why you did it, right? And that's rum. That's drinking alcohol. That's poisoning yourself. It's your brain like telling you like, okay, it's okay to like do this bad thing to us to have a good time.
Mhm.
Let's make it so like it's okay to do these great things to have a great time. And I myself suffered from a severe back injury about 10 years ago, which kind of got me more in
Yeah.
tune with.
Can you tell us about that a little bit?
I worked in construction, like pretty much almost every trade you could think of for most of my working life. Um, and then I also trained for strongman training, which is like, you see those guys that like lift like the big like Atlas
Yeah.
stones and like carry the cars, pull the cars and stuff like that. I was training for that for a while. I wanted to be the greatest in the world. Um, and yeah, so I injured my back real bad doing that. I was about like 2 years. About 2 years, I couldn't walk like more than just from my bedroom to my bathroom to go to the bathroom. Even when I got to the bathroom, I could barely even go to the bathroom just because like anything below like my L4 spinal or L4 disc, all the nerves were just kind of like shut down, right? So um yeah, so yeah, I went 2 years going to specialists, going to doctors, um not getting any relief from anything, no relief from therapy, not really getting any answers other than the fact that I was 25 years old at the time. I was 25 years old at the time, and came down to, well, you can stay like this or you can go for back surgery. And there's like a 70% chance that the surgery's going to make it worse. And the rest is it might get better or you might be in the same situation that you're in right now. I was like, 25 years old, I'm going for back surgery at 25. Mind you, the stuff I was doing and the training I was doing at the time, not really knowing what I was doing at the time, some pretty extreme stuff. So I felt that maybe I kind of deserved to be where I was. And I probably did deserve to be where I was. And I'm very grateful to.
Were you training by yourself?
What's that?
Were you training by yourself?
No, I was training with my brother as well. He was also into the powerlifting and strongman stuff as well. Yeah, so where was I?
Yeah, you say that it felt like it deserved.
Oh yeah. So like the stuff that I was doing probably deserved to be where I was. And again, grateful to have been where I was, because if I was never there, I wouldn't be where I am today, right? But in going through all that, I started kind of being proactive and doing as much research as I could, trying to figure out how to fix myself, trying to figure out what I could do to get better. The first thing I did, which is what I would recommend to any of my clients, any of my friends, family, is I discovered this documentary. And it's called Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. I don't know if you ever seen that
No.
one.
Fat, sick, and nearly dead.
Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead.
What is Netflix or?
It used to be on Netflix. I don't think you can find it on YouTube now.
Okay.
It used to be on Netflix a long time ago, like when Netflix like first started. It's about this Australian guy. He lives in the States. He has like all these autoimmune disorders. He's on like 20 different medications, and he takes a juicer, like a vegetable juicer or whatever, puts it in the back of his car. He decides he's going to drink nothing but fresh vegetable juice for the next 30 days. He puts the juicer in the back of his car, drives around the United States of America, talking to people about drinking juice and him doing this fast. Within the first 2 weeks, I think it was, he was off of all of his medications. He was on like 20 different medications. He was no longer taking any of these medications. After like 3 weeks, every symptom he had of every autoimmune disorder that he had was completely gone. There was no sign, no trace, no nothing that he ever had any of this stuff. After 30 days, he went for a checkup at his doctor's, and he was given a clean bill of health. Nothing wrong with him. Everything was perfect. He could do whatever he wanted and like didn't need any medications or whatever, right? So I seen that. I was just like, well, I don't have any autoimmune disorders, but if that can do that for him, maybe that can do something for me. I started with that. Within 2 weeks, like I could get out of bed in the morning, walk to my bathroom, which was like maybe 10 feet. And that's as far as I could walk. I couldn't bend over and pick up a pencil off the ground. Within 2 weeks of doing a raw vegetable juice fast, I could walk all over the place. I could stand up straight. I could get out of bed in the morning, no problem. I could pick a pencil up off the ground. Within 30 days, I didn't plan on doing 30 days. After seeing what happened after 2 weeks.
You saw the progress on that.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, let's keep going. Let's see what we can do. 30 days, I was back in the mindset again. Like I was having severe depression, thought my life was over. Again, worked construction all my life. Didn't have any like post-secondary education. I was like, what am I gonna do now? Like I can't.
So this fast is only raw vegetable
Raw
juice.
vegetable juice. Yeah.
No other food.
Nothing. Just juice. Just juice. Yeah.
Wow. So you have to like juice everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I went 30 days doing that, and pretty much along the way I learned other tools as I was doing the fast. Like I said before about the fasting, like it really clears all the brain fog away. It clears everything up. It's kind of like that reset button, right?
Yeah.
So for the state of mind that I was in, it reset that state of mind. Like it brought me out of everything that I was in that I thought was happening, showed me the world in a whole new light. Started researching things, learned a bunch of different tools along the way. I rehabbed myself from that back injury with nobody else's help, just all on my own, at my own house, no equipment, just a juicer and some breathing exercises, some stretching. And I was down for 2 years. Within 4 months, I was better than I was ever in that whole 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now that's just from diet.
That's just from diet.
So
diet and breathing.
Yeah, diet and breathing.
Around than there is now.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
The only thing I would never do is be vegan though. I can never do it, bro. I
used to say the same thing,
bro. Honestly, bro, I say this all the time. I know shit on the vegans, right? I just never saw a sexy vegan.
Yeah, I've seen some sexy vegans.
No, bro, I never seen a vegan that was like,
maybe
yo,
not in London.
or probably it's a London thing. But I never seen a vegan that was like, yeah, boy, I want to be a vegan. Every vegan I see that look like they need some food. Say, oh, you want some?
I used to say the same exact thing.
I tried it. Tim Hortons had Beyond Meat burger. I tried it. It was decent. I was like, let me be vegan. Let me try it. I went to work and I had Beyond Meat sausage. I started eating it and I dumped the whole thing. But I'm like, yo, go get me meat right now.
Yeah, that's just being more unhealthy than not being vegan, eating Beyond Meat.
Yeah.
That's not vegan. That's like
synthetic meat.
That's a synthetic meat. That's just like eating more junk food.
But I feel like even pescatarian, those guys eat fish.
Those guys eat fish and eggs usually.
Yeah, so that's like ITIL.
Yeah.
I would do that.
Yeah.
You know, I might do that, but
and that's pretty much what I do. That's what I do. If I didn't have like the muscle head side of me, like wanting to go in the gym and get huge muscles and get a pump on, I would go full on vegan because I know that's where like the vanity part of things are, right? Like, so there's the health side of things. And I wish I could say that I was 100% all about health because that's what I want to be. But I do have that side of me that there's a little bit of a vanity side to working out and being healthy, right? Like I like to have a certain look to me.
I mean, I feel like I don't feel like anyone goes to the gym just for the mental health. I think that people, I feel everyone goes to the gym.
It all contributes to the mental health.
Exactly, right? It does because if when you know that you look good, you feel better. You know, you're more confident and that kind of stuff. You know, so yeah.
But yeah, the vegan thing, I would say for health and longevity, it's the only sustainable diet that there is. Everything else, especially what's in the food nowadays.
What about the cannibal diet?
The cannibal diet? I don't know. I never dove into that one before. I never had that one.
Yeah, but did you hear about it? Like people, you never heard of it?
I've heard of people being cannibals. Yeah.
No, it's not cannibal. Did I say cannibal? Oh, like, Jeffrey Dahmer.
I don't know.
Jeffrey Dahmer over here. Oh my god, the carnivore.
I feel like you're trying to like get me to say something.
Yeah, we eat people all the time.
It's like you did want to talk about that.
Oh, I mean, I eat
the carnivore diet.
I eat parts of people. I have to edit that one out because he wouldn't like that one. The carnivore diet.
The carnivore diet. Yeah, that's people get good results from it, right? And like I was saying about the vegan diet, it's like to me that's the only like long-term sustainable diet that there is. Carnivore diet, people are getting great results from it, feeling good from it, right? But it's because it's what they call an elimination diet, and you're eliminating all the other things out of your diet other than meat, right? And for the most part, like we were talking before about lactose and gluten, for the most part, those are the things that are causing people problems, is the lactose and the gluten, the sugars.
Oh,
right?
So they're cutting out all those things.
So they're cutting out all those things. And yeah, you're going to feel good from that.
Because they're eating protein.
So you're all the things that are causing you the issues, all the things that were like getting you fat, making you feel tired, making you feel weak, giving you inflammation, causing people have all sorts of different allergic reactions to these things. You're not eating those things anymore, right? But if you were to just eat meat for the next 3 years straight, you would start to notice that your body is deteriorating. There's things in your body that are going to deteriorate. There's things you can go on and off of that diet, get good results from it. It's always good to keep your body guessing. It's always good to switch things up, not have your body just kind of.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but it's not sustainable.
It's not sustainable. Same thing with like any of these diets, like the keto diet, just any kind of diet like that. Like fasting, like you can't fast forever.
No,
you can't.
No,
and you can't fast from like.
I just find it hard to eat vegetables for the rest of my life, bro.
Thinking about you, so don't worry about that. Second, you can go to my Vibrant Health Instagram page or my Vibrant Health Facebook page, and I have tons of different videos on there, different exercises that you can try out. They might not be the same exercises that everybody else in the gym's doing, but they're really good ones. They're going to benefit you a lot. They're all free. You check those out. But if you don't do that, you can just go in the gym. An easy way to start out is check out some cardio machines. Find one that you kind of feels good, that you like. If you like listening to a podcast, or you like listening to music, or you like watching movies, you can do all those things on a cardio machine. You can start out with the cardio machine. As you're on that machine, take a look around, see what some other people are doing. It's going to be people that you definitely don't want to follow along with. Most likely the ones that aren't the healthiest looking, or they look like they're doing something crazy that's going to get you hurt. But yeah, you can just kind of take a look around, see what other people are doing. You see people that look kind of like how you want to look, or look really fit. Maybe try some of the things they're doing. You can ask those people. I know it can be kind of intimidating sometimes, but go and ask some super fit or real jacked guy like what to do. But 9 times out of 10, the biggest, scariest looking person in that gym is probably going to be the nicest person in that gym.
Yeah.
And they're going to probably want to help you out. If you ask them, you probably ask them anything. Probably ask them. Definitely look at the, always look at the ingredients on what you're buying. You look at those ingredients, try and buy with the least amount of ingredients in that package.
Especially things that you don't understand.
And yeah,
You know,
that's the
because they
thing,
use
like,
fancy words. They use fancy words so that you don't think about it too much, right?
and don't think that natural flavors is natural flavors, because it's not.
It's not.
No.
Say natural. Say what? Go to Google search. What is natural flavors? Gunpowder.
Yeah.
Gunpowder for real. You know, it's like they put a bunch of different things into these foods for them to have long shelf lives and for them to taste like what you want it to taste like, right? So
Yeah, they want you to buy it. They want you to eat it, right?
yeah.
The other thing is like a lot of people say that, like, I go to the gym every day of the week, every single day. Like, last time I missed a day, I don't know. I must have felt like I was, I don't know. I don't know the last time I was sick either, but I was going to say the last time I was sick, like on my deathbed sick, but I don't remember the last time I was sick either. But it was a long time since I've really missed a day, unless I like plan for it. Like, even when I go on vacation, I still get my workouts in every day. But a lot of people will like look at that and be like, don't you think that's like a little extreme to like eat like that all the time and like go to the gym every day? I was just like, don't you think it's a little extreme to like get your chest busted open for a heart transplant? Or
Yeah.
like, don't you think it's a little extreme to like shoot yourself up with this weight loss drug twice a month or however many times?
It's a
you're doing
lifestyle, right?
that? It's just like, what extreme do you want? Like, do you want the extreme where like you're on the verge of death all the time, or
Yeah.
you want the extreme where like you feel extremely fucking good and like you want to keep going? You're gonna live out this healthy, vibrant life that like you want, right?
Why did I supposed to? But there's an interviewer that is. I don't know if you guys caught that, but there was an interviewer that asked Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think it was an interview or something, like or because he works out every day.
Mhm.
So then then there was like, oh, so when it's a rest day, he's like, rest day? What do you think I do when I sleep?
Yeah.
You know, and it's true. Like, once you end that life, bro, it's different. I'm not there yet. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not there. So this is why I think that this was the perfect conversation, because it's a perfect balance of someone who is in the middle, someone who's the end, that can talk to people who just starting to get in, and how to get in, and yeah, like YouTube videos and that kind of stuff is what I try to do. Actually, one of the ways I actually started getting back fit was I started doing Orange Theory Fitness
Oh yeah.
on YouTube. So I just put it on YouTube, and I could do this at home. Put on Orange Theory Fitness, and it was quick. It was like half an hour per session, which was perfect for me, because it
Mhm.
wasn't like it was taking a long time, but it's half an hour of hits. You know, and it's a good way to start. And they do like from easy to hard. And that's a good way to do it at home by yourself. Like there's
Mhm.
a bunch of these videos that's online. you
Yeah,
know?
just start little tiny steps, step by step, stay consistent. It's a consistency. And if you fall off track, don't fall off and be like, "Oh, I messed that up. I might as well not keep going now." Like
Yeah.
fall off, get back up, keep going. Like if you need to take a day off, reset, take a day off and reset, get back at it the
Like
next
sometimes
day.
you see me and I
right?
tell you I take 2 weeks off.
Yeah.
You know, and it's bad because for that 2 weeks, then you mentally set way back, you know, and then you have to reset, and then it's like starting fresh. But it's still better to just like ease yourself in, Don't get burnt out. I've seen a lot of people get burnt out
Mm-hmm.
in this. A lot of people, they jump in and they're like go 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 go, but they don't realize that okay, right now your adrenaline pumping, right? Eventually this becomes normal.
Mm-hmm.
Once it becomes normal, that adrenaline gone.
Mm-hmm.
Because now it's not normal. You used to doing nonsense every day, but now you're doing something. But
Yeah.
eventually this is gonna become your norm.
Yeah.
When it becomes your norm, then it's silent again. Now you
Yeah.
want something different. So now you start staying home. Because this is different. So you start chasing staying home.
Yeah.
And it's actually like that. So it's something that you have to be mentally prepared for. And it's always better to take your time. Don't try to be a hero. I know you see that when we go to the gym, you see that there's a bigger guy. He's young. He's a little kid, but he's bigger. And I see he's losing a lot of weight now. But he's there and he's by himself. He'll go to the treadmill machine and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw him. He's like 16 or something.
Yeah. I'm not
But I
sure.
know for a fact in 2-3 years he's gonna be probably one of the fittest people that we know, especially at that age. And it's good to start your kids from young and put them into different
Mhm.
stuff. And it's important to tell your kids no, especially if it's in the genetics to be unhealthy. I should say. I don't want to say bigger because skinny people are also unhealthy.
Yeah.
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 And sometimes skinny people worse because they can't see how unhealthy they actually are.
Yeah.
So especially if it's in genetics, you need to tell the kids no, or and direct them in the right path. Especially if it's hard for you, you need to make it easier for them so that they make the right choices when they get older.
That's exactly why you need to do what you. That's exactly why you got to do this, because your kids are watching you, my kids are watching me, and they see us eating Big Macs every day. That's
Yeah.
what they're gonna do. They
It's
see us-
hereditary.
yeah, it's all these bad habits that we have. We're gonna give those habits to them,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be way worse as it gets passed down the line. Like those
Definitely.
habits are gonna be worse, right? So they're not worse. They're gonna be stronger. So like the better habits you instill in them, they're gonna be better than the better habits that you have. The worst ones that you have, you instill that in them, they're gonna be worse than the ones that you have right now.
Exactly. And that's why that movie, Naughty Professor, is so important, bro.
Yeah.
It's a funny movie,
Yeah.
but it's actually because in that movie she's showing you how it's a hereditary thing. Like
Yeah.
the grandmother was like this, and the mother like this, and he like this, and the
Yeah.
mother telling him it's okay to not be like that, but it's not. You have to get healthy,
Yeah.
And yeah, they do it extreme because
Yeah.
it's a comedy and it's a movie, but
Yeah.
the message behind it is the same type of thing to break generational curses. Generational curses are a serious thing for all habits
Mhm.
across the board, and it's something that scientists actually proven happening now. Even though people in religion used to say it all the time, scientists actually showing you that most of the habits that we have, we're gonna pass on to our kids.
Mhm.
So it's better to deal with your habits now, so that the kids could be broken and taken away from those
Freed from it,
experiences.
yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, bro, I know he's a busy man, and you probably have to go to the gym for the second time today. I think it's your second session.
No.
The second session coming up now. So, yeah, bro. But
The one thing I wanted to say though is that like you were definitely like trying to get to for people starting out in the gym or starting out on their like health and fitness journey is that it's all about building that mindset. It's all about building those habits. It's all about beating that side of you that telling you that like every unhealthy thing that you're doing is okay, and really making that like everybody has that voice in them that wants the best for them, and that voice is usually pretty quiet and numbed down by the other voice that just wants mediocrity and wants you to be comfortable. And it's all about building that voice up. It's all about making that voice stronger and telling yourself that like you can do this and building those habits.
So today we're sponsored by Raise Energy. Today our sponsor is Raise Energy.
Brought into Trinidad by Level Up Supplements.
Brought into Trinidad. Why? Today's sponsor is Level. Wait. So that means that these sponsors actually Level Up, not Raise, because Raise didn't sponsor them.
It's like both. So if you want
Okay,
raise,
so here the only contract.
yeah, so if you want raise, you can go directly to Level Up.
Also, Level Up is a supplement store.
Yes, Level Up is a supplement store.
And where Level Up is?
They report.
So yeah, they drive to south.
You order Uber, certain amount, you'll deliver.
I think this will actually taste good with some
Let me,
rum in it.
let me do it because you stuttering and things.
No, but I feel like you just want the drink though.
No. Raise Energy sponsoring our episode. You can find it in Extra Foods, Marcy, Pharmacy. Sorry, later.